Hello everyone. First off, pardon the bad quality video. I do not have recording equipment to record from the HDMI. So what you are getting is my digital camera on a tripod pointed at my TV. I just want to show you today it's more than just a proof of concept, it's actually buildable and survival. But this is a cobblestone farm which is automated using creepers to blow up the cobblestone. It's kind of a combination of elements put together. You can see over here on this side we just have the cobblestone bridge maker. There's quite a few tutorials on that on YouTube you can look up if you want to. This one's not very efficient. I used real basic clock circuits. It's slow. It doesn't really need to be fast for this to work, just because the rate of explosions by the creepers is going to be slow. So again, this is just a real quick one to kind of test this out and make it work. You can look up other ones, there's faster clock timers and stuff like that you can use to make this generate faster. A lot of the ones, what they'll do is have a redstone circuit on this end, so that when this line of cobble gets over here to the end of it, it turns on these pistons and pushes it over. The problem I had is that this builds up, it hits the 13 block limit going under there, which causes these not to trigger, which causes the end circuit to get stuck on. I had fixed it initially just by moving the actual generator here over so that the 13th block was right here on the end. Just otherwise the bricks pushed through and wiped out the redstone circuit. So again, it's not really important how you generate the cobblestone. Look up any number of things. You can see here I left out the two middle pistons on this one, and the reason for that is if you push cobblestone over this, when the creepers are standing on it, they'll actually only blow up those 4 blocks at max, and they'll just sit here on the platform, they won't fall. So I leave those 2 middle rows out and only push up cobblestone on the side, and you actually get a higher yield that way. Another solution would be to back up to here and start a couple pistons pushing cobblestone. You'd have to have another feed and make it to where the 13 block limit is reached right here on the side of this. You could do that from both sides actually, and that way you'd get a little more efficiency out of this. Spawner wise, it's kind of a funnel one I use this in my skyblock map, and as you see there's endermen in here, and the reason I do this, so there's water in it now, so when the endermen hit it they teleport away, but you see these trap doors, well there's signs now, I had trap doors at one point. If you leave this dry, the mobs will walk off the side of this. Sorry, autosave. I'm playing on console, by the way, so this is something you can do on console. If you're on PC and you have hoppers, it's probably a little better. I'll talk about that more in a bit. So with this spawner, though, with this kind of 2-tier drop to funnel them to the center, if you leave this dry and put trapdoors in place of those signs, endermen can actually walk and will fall off here, and they won't die, so you can hit their legs at the bottom, and it's a good way to get ender pearls when you're in skyblock, just for one of the challenges. I kind of like the design I did, so I just modified it and put some water in it to increase the rate at which the mobs fell to the center. So again, you can use pretty much any mob spawner design you want. For efficiency at the bottom, I would make sure it's they fall into a 2x2 area instead of a single column. So at the bottom here, we have a 2x2 platform of obsidian that the monsters will stand on, and then skip 1 block, come up, and there's just a ring, a single layer around. That's just to keep the mobs inside and on that platform. It has to be made of obsidian so the creeper doesn't blow it up. I do this lower ring here of obsidian as well, just to make sure it doesn't blow up. If this blows up, the mobs sometimes fall and land on the wall in the 2-gap opening and will walk out. So I do this ring as obsidian as well, just to avoid them blowing up and ruining the system. So at minimum, I would say here, what is it, 4 blocks, 10, another 20, 24 blocks. Am I doing my math right? Oh, sorry. Add 4 more, 28 blocks of obsidian for the bottom of that. That's the only thing that really has to be any specific block. I built all this out of quartz blocks and creative here just to play. So again, that's just your standard mob spawner. Put the obsidian at the bottom. Standard bridge maker to where your cobblestone comes one block higher, you know, that gap between the ring and the platform there, just to push along the sides. Okay, sorry, my camera stopped recording there, so I'm going to splice these two videos together. So, kind of explained how it's all done. Sorry for the volume bar there. So again, the way this all works, the snow golems going around in the tracks, they're throwing snowballs at the mobs down there. The skeletons are trying to shoot back, and in the process, they accidentally shoot the creepers, which get upset and blow up. And again, you see there's that creeper down there. He's not actually there. The game can't handle the amount of mobs in there, and it kind of glitches them out. If you're wondering, I guess real quick, you see this world. Again, I'm on console, and this world is all bedrock. I spent time before I did my sky block. I didn't want the standard way of doing sky block for PS3 is to make a super flat world, build your island up. That was too tempting to go down and get dirt, so I put some rubber bands on my controller and some TNT and blew up the whole entire world. I'll put a link in the description if anyone wants the empty map to use, or my skyblock one. So with the golem going around, he's throwing snowballs at the skeletons are shooting back, and in the process they're shooting the creepers, making them blow up. In my case, I just have water, kind of moving the drops down here to the bottom. You'll actually get some records now and then too if you're one of those people who honestly cares about that. This should in theory be buildable on PC as well, so if you do that, or I guess if for some reason we ever manage to get hoppers on PS3, you can put some hoppers along the bottoms, feed this into chests. That'll make this a little more automated. I've kind of experimented a little. Sometimes I'll get more golems going around in the track, and I think you get a little higher explosion rate. It kind of confuses the skeletons when there's more going around and there's more arrows being fought. I usually kind of introduce a new golem. Let me do a little, and kind of take advantage of the fact that minecarts will actually skip rails. I build a little corral just to keep my, if the golem's too close to the mobs, he's gonna like instantly try to walk to him till he sees them. So if you go this route, oops, I didn't need a detector. You put a powered rail there, and then just some minecart rails. I already got that to where it's, my cord's back, sorry. If you build your golem on top of this, he's kind of trapped in here. You set your minecart, and when you push him in there, he'll actually glitch through that wall, hit that powered rail, and it'll shoot him out onto the track. So you can kind of do that to load him up. You may want to keep the loader area here built onto it. I just want it out of the way right now for illustration, I guess. But so again, that just gives the skeletons more to shoot at. Some of the skeletons will shoot at one, some will shoot at the other. I think I got up to 4 spinning on here one time, and it seemed to, you get more explosions, but it wasn't too increased. All that will matter is also too, if you actually get your cobblestone generator here pushing faster, you're going to want to try to get faster explosion rate. So you may want to try more golems then. Another thing to try actually would just be, you're going to want to maintain the angle, because the golems have to be able to see the heads of the mobs. I tried doing it where they just saw the feet and it didn't work. So maybe if you build another rail, like out and up one block or something like that, and you can get a couple golems spinning around there. The track just has to be, I did 3 blocks out. If you put it any closer, sometimes it was getting blown up by the creepers. So 3 blocks out from that protective ring. Any you do from there just has to be within range of arrows and snowballs to work. So you could always just build out 2-3 more tracks, spin a lot more golems, and that would all work fine too. So, I think that's it. So you again, look up tutorials on how to make the cobblestone bridge makers. You know, I'm sure someone's looking at this and going, oh my god, that's so stupid using all those repeaters. You can make a clock with this. And like I said, yeah, you could, but this throws together so fast. And I'm sure some of you can throw together the other clocks real fast. And I'm not a redstone expert. That's what I threw together. So again, bridge maker, push the cobblestone under, regular mob spawner, and the snow golems blow everything up. And so again, then you would just, you know, just to kind of show what's. Look at that, I got some records already, and I'm going to clear my inventory here. You know, and you'll get cobblestone. Again, it's not going to generate you stacks and stacks and stacks. You'll hear, you know, the wither one I think can fill a couple chests real fast. It's going to be anything like that, but it's something. I really hate Enderman. I didn't think they could move the cobble though, but that might be my fault. So again, just simple basic concept. It's nothing extremely efficient, but it works. Just something if you want to have some cobblestone passively generated for you. The reason this came up is I'm playing with my son in a split screen world where I am the Mayans and he is the conquistadors. So I was building a big pyramid and kind of got tired of mining just for cobblestone. So hope you enjoy. Again, I'll put a link up to the blank world if you're interested. Kind of went over that, and I guess let me know if you have any ways to improve this. I may play with it more at some point, so I don't know. Have fun.